everybody, and welcome back. This is Evolution Gaming's Woodhouse bringing you a game from the recent IEM at Katowice, Poland. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Somebody from Poland can correct me later. Spawning down here on the bottom left-hand side of IEM's Daybreak, we have former StarTale, now SKT1's Parting. So, Parting is, as I said, recently to SKT1 from StarTales, and wow, I'm messing up all over the place here. I'm gonna have to see how he performs in this. I don't know who his opponent is, but speaking of his opponent, spawning up here on the top right-hand side of Daybreak, we have Barcode Terran, Blue Barcode Terran. If anybody actually saw this match live and wants to tell me who this is, that's fantastic. I would love it if you did that. Also, I would like to know if there's a Game 3. I have the first two, and if this went to a Game 3, which I'm sure we'll find out through the course of this, I would love it if somebody would be able to link me to that as well. So both of these players are going to go ahead and just do the pretty standard stuff. We do see Parting going for actually more of an economic build, just leaving that pylon right here that allows him to place everything fairly close to his nexus, losing not that much mining time on those probes. Barcode, on the other hand, going to go ahead and drop down his first barracks a little bit ahead of Parting's gateway. And I'm sorry if you can hear the dog scratching in the background. He's very itchy, apparently. Gateway's down. Barracks down. Everything at this point looks fairly standard. We're going to have to see if these players decide to go for some sort of an early expand out of this. It seems like in the matchup of PvT, at least from what I've seen lately. Now, mind you, I've been playing a lot of the beta, so I haven't necessarily been keeping up with the Wings of Liberty meta, but I've seen a lot of Protoss. If you decide to go this route, go one gate expand and then get shut down early if it's scouted, and if not, they get away with it, and the Terran usually takes their own expansion as well. So it does actually look like Parting going to go ahead and take that very quick expansion, so it's just a one gate expand. Still no Cybercore down though for Parting, and Barcode, are you going to do it too? Barcode is going to do it too, and both of these players have not scouted yet. And there it is. There's the expansion for Barcode. The worker is going to give a high five out here in the middle, but Barcode is actually going to get the first scout off. Parting, though, actually taking a fairly safe route and going down here and checking, making sure there's no proxy shenanigans going on. And Barcode actually going to come up here and see everything that's going on in Parting's base. And Parting really doesn't seem to care that much about it. The only issue this causes for him, though, is that when he actually gets to this base, there's going to be a Marine to kind of drive him out. And the other thing that becomes an issue is there's a supply depot there. So if Barcode decides to go that route, he can just lift it up. But it does look like that probe is going to get denied. He does, however, see that his opponent is going for the early expansion as well. First Zealot out for Parting. Going to go ahead and chase that SCV around. That Zealot's going to be running for a little while. He's going to lose a bunch of weight. It's going to be fantastic. Parting, on the other hand, going to go ahead and start to rally probes down to his natural and get that up and running. We do see another pylon going down. Bunker coming up now for Barcode. Very smart move. This is one way Terrans can actually protect their expansion when they decide to go ahead and go for an early expand. And a factory going down. Barcode, what are you going for here? What's your plan, pal? Waiting to see what comes down on that. I'm going to go ahead and say probably, oh, a reactor. So maybe some reactored Hellions. Parting, going to go ahead. He did take care of that scouting probe in his base. He's going to come across the map now and see what's up. Right now, actually, the only player with any map control is Parting. So if we go ahead and take a look at the Parting cam, he doesn't know that much about his opponent, but he does know that his opponent has an early expansion out. He does have map control, though, through the center of the map, so he sees if anything is coming. Is the Stalker going to poke up? Yes, the Stalker sees the bunker, going to take a little bit of shield damage. Parting, making sure that that Stalker does not take any hull damage, but being really ballsy, taking his third. Oh, Parting, need to micro. Oh, and he doesn't get the Marine, but he did take some hull damage on that Stalker. Not the position that most Protoss players want to be in. Let's look at the units tab right now. We actually just have one Stalker, one Zealot, and a Sentry out to 4 Marines. The shield is coming back on the Stalker. Marine's going to come out here and try and take it down again. More hull damage on the Stalker. But like I said, right now Parting actually, if this gets off, and Parting is actually running on 2 saturated bases right now, dropping down 3 more gateways as we speak about it. If that third gets off, that's going to be really big. And we do see 2 Hellions going to come over here now. He does have a couple of sentries to go ahead and wall that off if he needs to, or wall off right here. Energy on those sentries has been building up for a little while. He is bringing those units back home. But now the real question is going to be, is Barcode actually going to scout the third? And we do have 2 more Hellions moving out from Barcode. Oh, come on. Oh, oh, with the almost trap. And he does actually manage to get 1 Hellion. I don't know that the Hellions actually saw... Oh, but is he... Uh-oh. Oh, no. Does it? Barcode. He knows it's there. Barcode knows it's there, so if he was paying it... I have to see this, ladies and gentlemen. We have Katy Perry. We have a celebrity with us in this game. But Barcode did actually see that go down. Parting going to go ahead and tack down a couple more gateways. And actually, look at this placement. This placement for Parting is really good. He's able to defend both ramps at that point. And running the probes away from here, maybe going to get 1 kill. Nope, does not even get that. Parting able to defend it pretty easily. More Hellions continuing to be made by Parting. We do see in production a Banshee and Cloak. So very, very good play by Barcode. Barcode going to go ahead and take his own third. We do see this army from Parting coming out again. Oh, and he does... Does he? Yes, he does. He traps 2, 3. I'm sorry, I'm bad at counting, okay? Another warpin from Parting, going to try and deal with this Hellion harass. And actually, he does get 1 Hellion in that transition. 2 more going to run through here. But Parting's army is there to clean everything up. Looking at the economies right now, actually everything is in the favor of Parting in terms of army. If we go ahead and look at the units, though, right now actually it is also in Parting's favor. We do have 2 Banshees out on the field. There's no no robotics facility. Oh, there is one. Okay, it did get tacked down. And actually, Parting has been dealing with this harass back at home as well. He's currently boosting out an Observer. Very, very good move on his part, since Cloak is out, obviously. And the Observer is out, so that is actually going to effectively shut this harass down. And maybe... Oh, he doesn't get it. It survives with a whole 10 HP. Barcode continuing to be very, very annoying up here at this base. Effectively trying to shut down mining for Parting at that base. Parting splitting up the Stalkers to make sure that he can... Oh... He's gonna have to wiggle that out somewhere there. You see the Hellions just kind of chilling out up there. We have a proxy pylon down here on the bottom, and it looks like actually this Banshee is just gonna be stuck back here for now. Twilight Council just finishing for Parting. Looking back up here at his opponent's base, we do have 3 barracks, 4 barracks, 5 barracks, and now it looks like he's gonna go ahead and switch into some bio play. So Marine Marauder, Medevac, all of that fun MMM stuff. The Hellion's going to continue to give map presence to Barcode out here. And that Banshee is just slowly starting to wiggle its way out. This other Banshee, however, is also on 10 HP. So Parting actually doing a really good job right now of making sure that that harass does not happen. The Hellion's going to come in. Is he going to try it for a double-pronged attack with this? Maybe use a Banshee and then go in with the Hellions? We do see that Hellion, or the Banshee down at the bottom, on the other hand. God, if Hellions could fly, that would be kind of crazy. The Banshee down at the bottom is very slowly but surely making its way across, and it does look like Parting is going to go ahead and take that out. Yes, he does. 10 health, Banshee is no more. The other Banshee very correctly backing up even farther, possibly even getting ready to go home. Hellions continuing to just sit out and make a map presence for themselves. We do have observers everywhere. Parting... really worried about those Banshees. Maybe even a DT rush from Oteran. That's right, I'll let that one sink in for just a little bit. Hellions again, gonna try and poke around here. First couple medevacs now out on the field for Barcode. Also getting rallied down here to the bio army of Barcode, down here at the 3rd. So both players now sitting on an operating 3 bases. It was a little bit of a struggle there for Parting to get everything where he needed it, but he is now finally on 3 bases. A photon cannon going down in the main, as well as a high Templar for those drops. Double upgrades coming out for Parting as well. More medevacs being made for Barcode. Barcode also with the armory down. Now note that this is pre-patch. This is, well, this isn't the beta. So never mind, the point that I was about to make is moot. We have an observer just sitting over here. He does actually see this bio army, and he's just going to kind of chill and see what the bio army has in store. The army from Parting now looking actually pretty scary with a bunch of zealots with speed and some high Templar storms, but he needs to be careful. engagement. He needs to feed back those medevacs or storm the army. He storms the army, decided not to feed back the medevacs. Throws down one force field that kind of stops some stuff. Barcode actually very good play on that engagement, making sure they drew out not only a force field, but he also drew out a storm. So that's energy that those High Templar cannot use later. Parting, on the other hand, warping in 7 Zealots and 3 High Templar. So Parting actually looking like more so that he's going to gear up towards some Zealot Archon play. And as I say that, 2 Archons are in the mix. And it does look like Parting is going to try and chase this army from Barcode down. Now, if we look at the supply, they are fairly even. There's a 4 supply lead to Barcode at this point, but I'm not entirely sure that makes a difference. And as I say that, they actually get evened up. And a feedback on the medevac, taking one of them out. Parting needs to just make sure that he doesn't get drawn too far here. Ghosts out now for Barcode. One ghost goes down. Perfect EMPs, though, drawing enough of those shields off. And the army for Barcode is going to chase down this army. Parting deciding to sacrifice some Zealots for the betterment of the rest of the Protoss army. Scan goes down to see what is actually going on. And Parting, again, pulling way back, warping in more Zealots. We do see Colossi range and 1 Colossi coming out now on the field. Parting is going to have to get ready. Oh, 1 EMP goes off. 2 EMPs go off. Huge EMPs for Barcode. But that is a lot of units, and Parting actually has the defender's advantage here. And Parting gonna clean this up. Oh no, no, don't lose the, oh, he loses the Colossus. Kind of a rough cleanup, but I feel like Parting has this, and yes, he does. Parting cleans up that entire bio army of Barcode. Barcode's still in the supply lead, though. Parting gonna have to make up some ground. We do see some ghosts gathering over here, as well as some Marines. Parting going to go ahead and continue to warp in units on this side of the map to make sure that he has the proper amount of units for an engagement. Barcode going to go ahead and take his 4th. And this is actually a really good place to take your 4th because, as you can see, it's very closed in. You have all of your attack paths covered. We do have some Zealots from Parting going to come over here to the 3rd and try and do some of that harassment. Proxy Pylon for Parting also down here on the bottom. So right now, actually, both players fairly stable. Supply is in the favor of Barcode. Oh, and I thought we were done with the Banshee harass, but the Banshee does come back in, gets a few probe kills. Actually, if we look at the workers killed tab, 25 workers killed for Barcode, and we do see the Zealots of Parting actually doing some damage over here before they get taken out. And I just realized through this entire match, I could have been showing you names and supplies up on top, but apparently I'm just bad like that. I'm sorry. So the army from Parting going to come back out here now and take up a defensive position at that 4th, as is the army of Barcode. Barcode actually just going to go ahead and continue to build them SCVs and send them back to... Wow. Both players still mining on 4 bases. Fantastic. I love this. We do see Parting looking like he's getting ready for an engagement, although I don't know if that's going to be the best idea. He's down by 30 supply right now, and just now getting 3-3. Just starting 3-3. Terran Infantry 3-3 is just about done, as is ship level 1. So this is actually going to be a pretty brutal engagement for SKT1Parting. We do see also, if we look back at the units tab, oh, a storm goes down trying to take out some of those Vikings, but we do see 9 Vikings now on the field. Staying with the army, Ghost gets a snipe off on the High Templar. 196 to 165. This engagement has to be perfect for Parting to hold it, and the engagement is starting. Leading with the Ghosts, getting some clutch EMPs, but I don't know that it's going to be enough. Oh, more EMPs going down. Perfect EMPs by Barcode. Taken out. Oh, but the Colossus goes down. That's a huge loss for Parting. Parting warping and more desperation units, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I think the army from Barcode is going to be able to clean this up. Another Colossus comes in from the side, but I think it's just going to be too much. 2 Vikings are still out. Another Colossi shuffling in, and Parting in a very bad position, pulling the probes. And at this point, Parting with the GG. So with that, guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe below if you like what you saw, and spread the word. We'll be back with game number 2 here shortly.